I listened very closely to your exchange, Attorney General, with Assemblyman Rumpf on immigration policy and the Immigrant Trust Directive and other aspects. And I think that conversation focused largely on the sequence of events that lead up to, say, an arrest or a conviction. I want to ask you about the proverbial day after. Do you believe that an illegal immigrant who commits a crime in New Jersey should face deportation after serving a state sentence?
So it's up to the federal government when the deportation occurs. Certainly, if they've gone through the process where deportation should occur, I think the biggest concern is when deportation occurs prior to, when we have outstanding criminal charges and there's been deportation. I know that hurts. I've talked to our county prosecutors and our detectives and others. It hurts that individual case, of course, because there's not somebody here to actually, be
Sure.
present. But it also hurts if there were to be any reentry into the country, then you don't have that conviction that possibly could have stood if you had gone through the criminal justice system.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But how about after they serve a sentence in a state prison, let's say?
I don't think that's for me to decide when the deportation should happen. I just want to make sure that people answer for the
Should it
crimes that
happen?
they're. I'm sorry?
Should it happen? Should they be deported? Regardless of when, should that individual be deported?
Oh, are you asking me like my thoughts about people who commit crimes and should they be deported?
For now, yeah.
So I think that if the federal government has their process and procedure in place where people have deportation orders, if there is a mechanism to do that again is up to the government when that occurs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question on this point, if I may. Would you support legislation requiring your office to notify immigration of criminal convictions involving non-citizens?
I'm trying to understand how that would work. Separate and apart from what's already in the Immigrant Trust Directive, you mean?
Yes. Would you inform Immigration Customs Enforcement that your office has convicted an individual who is not a citizen?
I'm sorry, I'm just pausing because the Immigrant Trust Directive has in it those notification parameters for people who have serious crimes, and that notification is made to Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
So the answer is yes. Your office will notify immigration at the federal level when you convict a non-citizen.
So it's not just for convictions, but for serious crimes that are delineated in the Immigrant Trust Act as well as the Immigrant Trust Directives. There already are categories in there when it's not just only a conviction, but also in custody if there are charges in a particular area.